Well, happy birthday, son. Rupert, I hope you'll see this sometime. I'm texting somebody to let them know that I'm on. Give me a minute. Letting Brooke know. And Rupert, in case you do see this sometime and you don't know who Brooke is, she is your brother Michael's fiance.
What do you want?
Love her to pieces. She lives in England. And again, I'm only telling you this stuff because I don't know if you know. So.
What you gonna know?
Sorry that I look such a fright.
Fat girl's coming.
Clickaboo! We're at the same address that we have been for 16 years. I have the same phone number, which I left you our address and my phone number on Facebook. I hope you get it. All I ask in return is, if you do, is please text me at least and let me know that you got it. And if you decide to call, before you call, text me first, so I'll recognize your number and know that it's you, so that I'll answer. But all I can say is come with an open mind and an open heart. Kalika, quit! One of my cats being bad. Quit! You want to poke yourself in the nose with the knife? Leave it alone. We have 4 cats. 2 boys and 2 girls. Bella and Boo are the boys. Kalika and Carmela are the girls. Kalika! Quit! Leave the knife alone. That is not something you want to be playing with. Yeah, she's ignoring you, so what else is new? I just wanted to start off by saying...
Hey, if Brooke comes on, tell her to check Signal.
Well, since I went through Signal to get a hold of her, I will, but... Hang on, I'm getting rid of notifications. I'm sorry for all the birthdays that we have missed of yours. I'm sorry for all the holidays we've missed. But Corey didn't exactly make any effort to allow us to be a part of any of them. She never called. She never reached out. I left her my phone number, the current one I still have, same one I sent to you today on Facebook, Rupert. Sent her my number several times. asked her to get in touch with us, get in touch with me, let me know why she suddenly just stopped letting you come over or stopped letting us see you altogether. I have my suspicions as to why she did, but I won't say it on here because it's your birthday, so I don't want any negative stuff on here if I can help it. But if my feelings are correct and I find out later, I'm not going to be too shocked. All I know is I have reached out to her several times and she never bothered answering back, so I just gave up trying. We've never forgotten about you. I was brokenhearted and soul shattered when she suddenly just stopped letting us see you. But there was nothing I could do about it. She made her choice for whatever reason. Like I said, I have a feeling I know what that reason is, but point being, it just means more time that we've missed out on that I would have liked us to have been able to have with you. And excuse me, Corey decided that we weren't allowed or weren't worthy, or she just wanted you all to herself, and raising you herself wasn't enough. So we've missed out on, in my opinion, 18 years of your life, and I'm not discounting the few times that she did let us see you. But I think it's unfair for her to do that and then suddenly stop doing it and not even give me the courtesy of explaining why. She stopped. I know you guys lost Randy. I don't know how long ago. I don't know how long he's been gone. I'm sorry for your loss there. I don't know if you're in middle school, high school. I don't know if you're in a special needs school, because there's a big gap I'm trying to fill. I don't know how to fill because she would never give me the chance to. So I don't know how long this live is going to be. It might be just a very short one. I don't know, but I wanted to at least do something on your birthday because of all the birthdays that have been missed. And now that you're 18, I don't know if this holds true, but I would suggest, and only if you choose and decide to do it. Okay, I'm not trying to force it or anything of that kind. I want it to be your choice, your decision. Now that you're 18, I don't know what plans you have for your future. I don't know if you're going to keep staying with Corey, if you're going to try to strike out on your own, get your own place, which is what I would really like to see. But I don't know your situation. I don't know what's going on because Corey seems to like to keep us in the dark about everything. So that doesn't give us much to go on. Gives us nothing to go on. And I would say something about your dad, your biological dad, but I'm sorry, I don't have anything good to say, so I won't say anything. He's got a lot of issues. He hurt me a lot when he ended things between us in the way he did. But you're better off not knowing him. Trust me. Sorry, there's no birthday cake, no balloons, nobody but me and Chris, really, and he's sitting on the other end of the couch, so you won't even see him unless he puts himself in the camera. But he's reading a book right now. There's nobody on.
So
He may see it anyways. Later.
Our door's always open. I would love it greatly if you
No,
decided
it's
to
not.
come
If it's
home.
open, the cats will get out.
But
I
again,
gotta shut up
don't know
soon,
what
right?
your plans are. But you can always come and see us now that you're 18. I hope that you assert some authority and put your foot down and tell Corey, look, I'm 18 now. If I want to go see my mom, I should be allowed to. And you should, you know. So I just backed off. I just, like I said, I just stopped trying. It wasn't because I stopped loving you or forgot about you or anything like that. That would never happen. But unless you yourself ask me when I am referring to you, I will call you by the name I gave you at birth, not the one she chose for you, because the one she chose for you, I don't like it. I'm not saying it's bad, really, just I don't like it. She should have at least let you keep your name, but she wouldn't do that either. All she would ever say about it was she had her reasons for changing your name, and I know what those reasons are. I have my suspicion, but again, I won't say anything because I'm not trying to be too negative about stuff, but I also believe about being real about stuff. It's just pop. I don't like the way she does things, the way she chose to do things, yanking you out of our lives like she did. And turning on me, or what I feel like she turned on me for no good reason. I did nothing to her. I've always been courteous to Corey. I've always been friendly to her. I've always been, try to be as positive as I could whenever we were around her, because it was a chance to see you. But I just don't know where to go from here, I guess is a good way to put it. And I don't know why she's so against me, but I feel like she is. Other than my greatest suspicion and possibility is I think she's against me because she doesn't like my beliefs. And you know what those are, because I shared them with you the last time that she did let me see you. And it was at the McDonald's over here where we live. You were still a kid. You were still young. You weren't anywhere near your teens yet. And I told you the truth in the back seat of her vehicle. And that's your Uncle Carl. So this live just got interesting. Bear with me. Sorry, bro. I was too freaking tired to call you or text you or anything last night because we didn't get home till after 9 for Mom's, and I was so wiped out that I almost fell asleep on the couch. Well, because not only was I doing my laundry and Chris's laundry, but I was also doing Mom's. Yeah. So I ended up doing a triple frickin' laundry. It was a triple laundry day for me. Well, being as close as they are to us, it doesn't bother me as much. But, when you're talking about driving on freeways, driving on roads where there's a lot of traffic, you don't know what assholes are going to do. Yeah, then it gets a little more scary. No, I haven't munched those yet. I've been working on the granola. Eating the granola, like when I get the munchies for something sweet, I'll put it in a bowl and I'll put some milk in it and I'll eat it like cereal. And it's really good, because you don't have to put any additional sweetener in it because it's already got sweet in it. And it's healthy. It's a lot healthier than some other stuff that I would snack on. Yeah. Yeah, it was 2 boxes, and you open the box, and then it's in a bag. Yeah, but I've almost got one of the bags completely gone. I mean, I don't know how many more bowls I'll get out of it, but yeah, I know, because I don't know like how long they'll go before they start going bad. One thing I'm worried about though is that they might gas me up, because that's one thing I didn't think about, because they are vegetables, and sometimes even though I might love a food, and I mean I'll eat it all day long, if it ends up giving me bad gas later, then I pay for it, and I hate it, because it feels like someone's ripping my stomach open with a knife, because it gets that painful. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping they don't. I'm going to have to just try it. Like maybe tonight when we got a couple movies. When we do the movie night thing, then I might go ahead. If I get hungry for something to snack on, I'll do get out some of the salad dressing, because we've got a couple different kinds. Decide what one I want. Get out a bag of the peppers, and and do the dip thing, and then eat a few of them, and then wait a few minutes, make sure they're not, because I don't know how long it takes them once you chew them up and swallow. I don't know how long it takes them to like circulate through your system and stuff either. So before your body registers that they're there. Yeah, I think so. I think he put them all in one bag, because the size baggies we had was able to fit them all in there, and he cut them up for me into the little strips. Yeah. Yeah, he got them cut up and he put them in a baggie for me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I look at it this way too. I could always munch them there if I get hungry. I could always cut up a pepper and, munch them, while we're there. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I would. I would. I'd grab like a handful of them, or grab a couple of the big ones we have, and that should be plenty to, cut them up and put them in, and then just take them with me, because, I'm going to be bringing the cooler anyway, because I got enough stuff that I'm just using it as like a big carry-all thing that I'm going to have, a couple things in there for you, a couple more of your ice pack things and stuff. And then, that way, if you send me back with anything cold, or the stuff that needs to be cold, then I'll make sure and bring a couple of frozen bags too, and then put me a couple cans of pop in there like I did before. So that way I've got plenty to drink and everything. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I believe it. Now, stuff like that, I think Chris likes. And I mean, if you like them, go ahead, but that's fine. Yeah, because and when it comes to like fresh fruit and stuff like that, especially, I mean, he'll munch it down pretty quick, because so it won't go bad. Oh wow. Yeah. And guess what today is? October 10th, and it's Rupert's 18th birthday, my youngest. It's his 18th today. Michael's February 9th, but Rupert, he's October 10th, so today's his 18th birthday. I know, man. Just the birthdays in our family. There's too many. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, because I know it goes for me, it's Michael's February 9th. David is July 31st. Alicia is, of course, January 11th. And then Rupert, October 10th. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and if hers is February 21st, then that means that's Kaylin's birthday. Because her and Kaylin share a birthday. So. Yep, April 16th. I remember that for Philip. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Sometimes, yeah, you can get some big ones.
These fucking things are like, oh my God, they're on steroids or something. They're probably, I don't know. I'm fixing to eat some up here in a little while.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna put some of that Cool Whip I got on them and just fucking munch on them, dip them in the Cool Whip and eat them.
Yeah, there you go.
Just eat them plain, man. I'll have a purpley black tongue or
Pagan
something.
mix, of course. Yeah.
But it'd be well worth it. Oh, and they gave me four bags, and I don't think I'll use all four of them. I might send a couple of them home with you, or at least one. Bags of lettuce. Do you guys eat lettuce or mixed, like shredded lettuce with carrots and this and that? It's all your
We use it for like a basic salad sometimes, where you don't put anything else in it. You just put some salad dressing on it and eat it that way.
That's what it is. They're not huge bags, but they're decent size. And
Yeah.
they gave me 4 of those, so I might just send a couple of them home with you.
Yeah.
I don't know about these green apples. I don't know. The green apples, are they generally sour?
It depends. I mean, I've had some green apples that weren't. I mean, they were fine. They weren't sour. But I guess it all depends on where they come from and everything. But the best thing to do is you could always either take a small bite of one, or you could cut a piece off, like a small piece off of one, and try it and see if it's sour or sweet. And if you don't like it, you could always, I could bring it home and, somebody here will munch it.
Oh, this is Southwest.
Southwest green apples? I don't know. Would those be sweet or?
That's the South.
Yeah, Chris said that. He said,
I mean, they'll be a little more bitter than your average red apple, but not.
Yeah, he said they'll be a little more bitter than like red apples, but, they shouldn't be too bad.
I wasn't talking about the apples being that. The Southwest is what it says on this bag of chopped salad kit.
Oh, okay.
So it almost looks like, I guess it's got a lot of lettuce in it, some of that purple cabbage looking stuff, and whatever. I guess it's all it really needs is some salad dressing to put on it.
Yeah, but that's what we do a lot of times when we get salad is we'll get it like that, and then we don't bother putting anything else in it. We just put some in a bowl, put some dressing on it, and munch it.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah, they didn't get the. Do you guys need onions or anything?
No, I don't think we don't need any onions, do we? For anything? No, we're fine on onions.
Okay. Well, I don't know if your friend could use any or not or whatever, but I got 2 fucking bags of onions. I gotta go.
I cleaned it with one of the white bits, but you can put it in the sink, so at least the roaches hopefully won't try to eat off of it. You can put that spoon back in the box down there if you want.
They give me this lettuce in a bag.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. But I think it's not head lettuce. It's like
My brother.
like a leaf lettuce looking stuff.
Yeah.
I had to put them damn that leaf lettuce. The only thing I didn't put in the refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. Maybe mom can use the onions. You know, maybe your friend can use them or something. I ended up missing my meal today because I waited around here. I was going to leave at 1 o'clock to go to Cardington to get this produce stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I waited around till almost 1:30. I actually called and talked to Maggie a little bit
Yeah.
over at the food center place, and she ended up, for whatever reason, transferred me over to this guy Brian that's kind of in charge of that department. And I was asking him, you know, if Nate, my driver, if he had like X amount of stops every day, or did he get some added or some taken away. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I was just trying to figure out when he was going to get here.
Right.
And he said today, unlike most days, today he had frozen stuff along with the hot meals.
Oh, wow.
So that usually takes him longer when he's got to do that.
Yeah.
Because some people will get a hot meal and a frozen meal. Other people just get all frozen. Other people get hot.
Yeah.
But I told him, I said, well, I got to leave at 1 o'clock. I said, I hate to miss my meal, but, you know, if I do, I do.
Right.
And all it was like, I don't forget what, chicken fucking parmesan something or another, which I really would really have liked to have had, but parmesan chicken marinara pasta,
Mm-hmm.
with green beans and an orange and breadstick and milk. And I got milk. I got milk for the kids too.
Oh, wow.
You know, the stuff I get from my my Meals on Wheels thing. They give me
Yeah.
a little cardboard thing, the milk.
Mm-hmm.
I got about 6 or 7 of those or whatever. Well, you said you guys been feeding them to the cats.
Yeah. Yeah, and those are already gone. Like all of those that we had, the 1% milk, those are already gone. So they did get used.
Right. Well, that's good. I mean, you know, and especially if they like it. If they like it and they're sapping it up, then yeah.
Yeah, and it's not, it's not as bad for them because they're lactose intolerant most of the time anyway. So what it mostly does, I guess, above everything else, is it gives them gas.
Really?
Yeah, so, and when a cat farts, you don't hear it, you just suddenly smell it. And it's usually god-awful.
Smell like rotten eggs.
Yeah, or something horrible, yeah.
Did you guys ever get your phone snafu thing or whatever figured out, or whatever you said was you guys weren't able to check your doctor stuff and all that?
No, it's looking like we're gonna have to go into my chart and change my password, because until we change the password, usually when we do that, I try to write it down in a book so that I don't forget it, and I try to put a date next to it so I know it's current.
Right.
So that way I can go, well, okay, this is the date, this is the password, okay, this is the most current one. Because if I don't, I end up forgetting it. So until we can get the password changed, we can't even get into my chart on my phone.
Listen a minute, didn't you say that Chris went through some snafu thing where he changed all this shit and it still wouldn't let him do anything?
He has had issues with other stuff, yeah, that he was trying to switch around.
I'm talking about recent.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I know he said he tried a couple different ways to get in, and it kept saying that the password was wrong, or he would reset it and it still wouldn't accept it. So I don't know.
That was on Maria's. I tried putting in, to reset the password, you have to put in last 4 Social Security number, birth date.
Oh, he said that was mostly on Maria's phone. He was having those issues,
I
but
did that.
he did it all and it
double-checked
still
the
wouldn't do it.
information, and it tells me it's wrong, so it wouldn't let me in to change the password.
Yeah, so that was with her phone in particular. He couldn't get in and change the password. So hopefully it'll be easier with my phone. If it's easier with my phone, then it will at least be able to check my keep track on my appointments and stuff, so I don't miss any.
Yeah, see, the one time that Oh, I know when it was. I think it was not what, the 3rd of July or whatever. When I came down, we had to cook out. You guys had to cook out there and everything.
I need to get into
Remember that?
a couple of her accounts because
Yeah.
her thing's set up for auto pay and her card number's changed.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Go ahead, Carl. Sorry, he was trying to talk to me.
That's why I wouldn't say anything, because I heard him talking. I figured I'd let him finish telling you whatever it was he was telling you.
Yeah.
But no, when I came down there on the 3rd for the
Yeah.
cookout and all that, shit, I don't forgot what I was fucking gonna say. Oh, man, I hate it when I do that. But sometimes shit will just fucking slip my mind that fucking quick.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the fuck I was talking about now. What was I talking to you about before the? Oh, you was talking about the snappy thing with your phone.
Yeah.
And whatever. There was something else that had to do with that date when I come down there. And I can't remember what the fuck. I was using something as a reference or something.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, maybe it'll come back to you, hopefully.
well, I just remember it being on that date.
Yeah.
I come down there. Shit. I hate that when I have a fucking brain fart like that.
Yeah.
Because it's something I wanted to tell you, and I started talking until I heard him talking to you, and then I shut up because I wanted to let him finish what he was saying to you. And then I figured I'll just pick up on it after that, and now I done had a fucking brain fart. What the hell I was fucking talking about?
Yeah.
And, I guess that comes with age. Oh, now I know what it was. When I missed that one meal from on Meals on Wheels.
Uh-huh.
I waited around here till, oh shit, it was probably 2:30, going on 3 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And Nate never did show up. So I thought, fuck this shit. I ain't waiting around here all day. I got to get to the fucking Columbus.
Yeah.
So that's when I fucking left. And he must have came, I don't know when or how soon after I left. But he eventually showed up, and he put this orange thing on my door.
Yeah.
Like, hey, sorry we missed you, blah, blah, blah. And I fucking called them and told them, I think the next day or whenever the next day I could call them.
Yeah.
I told them, I said, I'm sorry. I said, I waited around here until 2:30, almost 3 o'clock, and I said I had to be somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
In Franklin County and shit.
Right. So you had no choice. Yeah.
Right. But that's the only other time that I had missed the the driver showing up.
Yeah.
Other than today. And when I called, first I was talking to Maggie, and she put Brian on the phone, and I told him I had to leave at 1, and I waited around till it was 20 after 1, going on 1:30, and he still wasn't here. I said, fuck, he might not get here for another hour or two. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But when I got back, there wasn't no hanger thing on my door.
Yeah.
Saying that so I thought, well, maybe he ain't came yet.
Right.
Because I left here, it was about 20 after, and I got up there, it was about 1:35, something like that.
Uh-huh.
The thing was from 2 to 4.
Oh, okay.
Cars were backing up on that other road that leads out to 42.
Dang.
Remember I told you that if you turn down that one road where the red buildings were, and you go down, well, from them red buildings all the way down to where the road ends is where the cars come in.
Yeah.
And then they loop around onto the next street.
Uh-huh.
Because they quit going in that parking lot. Well,
right.
When I got there, I just went ahead and turned on that second road because I knew there was going to be cars backed up. And there was, but it wasn't real bad. And shit, about 140, 145, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Cars started moving. Because when I first pulled up, cars weren't moving at all. And I figured, well, they don't have to start it till 2 o'clock, technically.
Right.
But when I seen the cars moving, I got up close to where that one road that I was on cuts over onto the road where the buildings are. is this guy walking up through there and stopping at every car and finding out, how many people there was, and
I have
if
fish.
you're getting it for 1 or 2 or whatever. And I said, well, I'm glad you guys started early. He
There
said,
you
well,
can
we
watch
looked
the
and
fish. Yeah.
we figured by the time the cars started getting close to 42 on that second street, then they start moving them, because if not, they'll be out on 42.
Yeah.
And shit, they don't want to do that.
Right.
Because then they put people in the top of the other Arlington might get on them about impeding traffic, basically. But I got some peppers for you, and if you want to cut them up and bring some back, just remember to bring some baggage with you, or if you're thinking about it, throw however many you think you're going to need for them, and that cooler thing, and
Yep.
the other stuff, and that way you'll have them. So
Yep.
just don't forget to grab the cooler.
Right.
You're like, I got all the stuff, and I left it in the cooler, and I left it at the house.
No, I won't. Believe me.
I'll tell you what, them damn blackberries, you guys, if you're like me, you start munching on them things, you're almost won't stop till they're gone.
Yeah.
I mean, they're fucking big and fat, man. They're about as big around as my thumb, or maybe even a little bigger than that.
Right.
And they're about 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches long.
Yep. Oh yeah. I mean, we've seen some big ones over at our Kroger before too. Different types of fruits and stuff, and it's like, dang, how big do these things need to be? So we've seen some big ones.
Well, see, there's red raspberries and there's black raspberries. And
Yeah.
these are just blackberries.
Right.
Period. And they're fucking big.
Mm-hmm.
I seen that, and I went.
It's like, dang.
I was like, damn.
Right.
I got 1, maybe 2, and when I got back here, I started digging through and dug them out. And I said, fuck, they gave me 4.
Yeah. It's like, dang, again.
Yeah. And then I seen them 4.
But the what?
I figured you guys probably ate salads if you had them.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I said, like if we was at a restaurant or something and I got a salad, I usually would put more on it. But here at home, it's usually just one of those that you can get in the bag like that at the store. Some of them have vegetable bits in them, some of them don't. But then that way you always have the option if you wanted to add something to it. Like depending on what dressing I decided to use, I could do pineapple in it if I wanted. But if I'm going to do something like that, then I might as well go with something like a honey mustard or a raspberry wine vinaigrette or something like that, that I know I'm really that's going to blend well with the fact that I'm using pineapple, because I can't see using pineapple in a salad and then use ranch dressing, because I'd be like, bleh! I don't think that would be a very good combination.
Yeah, really. No, sweet pineapple with sour. No.
It's like, no. So if I'm going to do pineapple, either just do the pineapple, maybe honey. That would be some. I mean, I've never thought of doing salad with the honey.
That'd be like putting syrup on a steak.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So yeah, there's not a lot of options, of a dressing that would be suitable for pineapple.
Right, but I gotta go. I'm gonna try to anyway. Go to the fucking laundromat tomorrow because all my clothes are dirty.
Yeah.
I got some sweatpants to put on, and clean socks and underwear and a shirt and stuff to wear. But it didn't get as bad as I thought. They said it was going to be down in the upper 30s up here. But
oh, I can definitely feel the coolness over here. Like sitting here right now, my feet are cold. I might have to end up putting some socks on.
that's what I dug out because I was sitting around with my flip flops.
Yeah.
My feet didn't feel cold, and I didn't feel like they felt cold.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked my one foot up and, crossed my leg over and put it on top of the other one and felt my foot. And I was like, damn, my feet are cold.
Yep.
So, them grippy...
this is the candle I got
hot
lit for my son
socks they
Rupert
give you?
today for his birthday. Yeah, they got some of them, they got the little pockets, so you can put the little hot pockets thing in it to warm your feet.
No, these don't have that. These are just like ankle footy things.
Oh, okay.
And they come up just barely up over your ankles. and they got them little rubber grippy things on it. And they
Oh yeah, like in the hospital, similar to the ones in the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had one pair on that I got from them, but then I looked in that, how they'll have one of them little plastic tray things in there.
Uh-huh.
They'll have like a little thing of tissue and a little thing of soap and a little thing of deodorant.
Yeah.
They had like 2 or maybe even 3 more pair of them little footy socks still in the package. I grabbed them all.
Oh yeah, yeah, those are nice because you never know when you might need something like that, especially when the weather starts going cold like it is now. So I'd rather have them because right now I've got a few pair of, that I could use as like winter socks, but it'd probably be a good idea to get me at least another pack of them before it gets too cold out. So I got plenty.
I thought about dumping that whole tray of stuff in my bag, my plastic bag.
Yeah.
But I thought, I really don't need that stuff and shit. But now the socks, on the other hand, you can't never go wrong about getting extra socks.
Right.
Especially those things, because I walk around the trailer here a lot in my socks. And the floors,
Yeah, same here. Like I said, on mostly on days when it really is cool, will I do it. I try not to do it too much because, there's also equal times where I get too warm, and then I have to end up taking them off because then my feet get too warm and then I'm uncomfortable. So it's really weird the way my body temperature works.
Yeah, I got to go in here in a little bit. And,
get rid of the glare. Decided to turn it this way.
That stuff out of my bottom little.
If he gets too personal, I might mute it. I might
thing where you can see
stop
what's
the
inside of
volume.
it.
Yeah.
Where they call it like a crisper.
Uh-huh.
Where you put lettuce and vegetables.
Yeah, crisper drawer. Yeah.
I've got to empty both of them out because one of them's got the eggplant.
Here's another candle I got. A little ghosty.
I'm going to dump that in the trash.
Yeah.
And rinse that thing out real good.
Mm-hmm.
And take the other one. The other one's got corn and something else. I can't remember what corn. But I'm sure by now it's not any good.
Yeah.
It's been in there for a little while. And now Friday, I'm going to try to go over to Edison Friday and get a food order and see what they give me over there. Are you guys good on like cooking oil and stuff like that too? Or?
Yeah, I think we're fine. I'm pretty sure.
I don't have like shortening. I wish they would give us some of that instead of oil.
Yeah.
Because, I don't want to use oil in my skillet because Mom said the oil, it dumbs up your skillet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it can, yep.
Goddamn, people, when they cook chicken and stuff like that, they usually put oil in when you fry a chicken, you put it in a skillet or, sometimes a crock pot or whatever. Like Chelsea used to deep fry hers in oil.
Yeah.
Cook it that way. She'd get a big old 30-something piece thing of fucking chicken and she'd cook the whole damn thing up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's like, then every motherfucker and their mom around there come in and get, Bill and Thelma up the hill, they'd come in and, get 3, 4, 5 pieces of chicken and, other people, well, you had Uncle Benny and bitch-face fucking Lisa over there and Brad's fat ass. And then they had the fucking dopehead that I want to kill Ernie. That motherfucker Ernie.
Yeah.
All these people coming in there, dipping into the stuff.
Sorry, I'm going to mute this for a little bit.
Even if none of them showed up and we had a meal.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, I was the last fucking person to get a plate.
Mm-hmm.
I always made sure, the kids got fed first because I've always been that way.
Right.
But then, everybody else, the older girls and everybody else fucking gobble up shit. And a few times, man, Chelsea was like, Dad, you gonna get a plate? So I didn't know if I was allowed to.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I'm usually last in line
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. But that kind of pissed me off because I spent all that money that time on food for them fucking assholes and, fill their house with food so they could fucking eat. Not one damn person told me thank you.
I know, man.
Including my daughter. Now, the only person that would thank me if she could have would have been Paige.
Yeah.
I could see her going, thanks, Papa.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have no food if it wasn't for you. And,
Yep.
I wasn't giving them no money for staying there, so
Right.
They felt like they wouldn't. They could. Somebody could have still always said thank you.
Yeah.
You know, which is sad. But I think I'm gonna go dump some shit in my thing and get me a bite to eat.
Okay.
I don't know what day, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. One of them days would be, you know. But I haven't went out there and put the battery in the fucking Suburban and started it up or tried to empty that fucking thing out so I can try to get more, you know, another load of shit out of the
Yeah.
stuff over there. Unless hopefully nobody's broke into nothing.
Right.
Over there. So far, so good. Knock on wood. That don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
You know, whenever
I know.
my tires were there, the next minute they weren't. But, so what are you guys doing? You getting ready to eat or something?
He probably will be cooking here soon because usually what he does is he'll do the dishes if there's any dishes that need to be done. And then once he gets the dishes done and any dry ones that are still in the strainer put away so that he can put the wet dishes, you know, the clean dishes, you know what I mean, in the strainer, then he starts cooking dinner. So before he cooks dinner, he gets all the dishes done, gets put away what needs put away, then he starts dinner. So,
Right. You guys hand wash all your stuff?
yeah, we hand wash ours. I know Jim said you were having issues with your dishwasher or something.
No, I don't have any issues with it. I just, first of all, I'm sure it works because the lights and stuff will come on.
Yeah.
But I haven't used it since I've had it. And I imagine they had it hooked up. And he said, well, the only way you'll know is look under your sink. And if you see a line running off your hot water line, which is the way it should be hooked up, which I do, I see a line running off there that I'm sure goes to the dishwasher. The bottom, you got the main big sprayer head thing up on the top.
Yeah.
That you've got one, and it spins around.
Right.
Okay. But the one on the bottom don't spin. All it is it's like a tube.
Yeah.
A big square tube that runs all the way around. It's got holes in it. And it probably just sprays hot water out onto your dishes.
Yeah, and Jim also said something about make sure that that it's hooked up to the hot water, the dishwasher. Make sure it's hooked up to like hot water hose instead of cold, because cold ain't going to do the dishes. It's not going to clean them right. It's got to be hot.
I'm pretty sure that it is, but you know.
So I was just thinking, whenever I do come up, you know, if you want me to see if I can help at all with it, I'll see if I can help you figure out how to use the thing, or see if we can figure it out together.
I mean, the controls on it are pretty simple. They're pretty cut and dry. You know what? You know, it's got different cycles, like
Dishwasher.
one says normal cycle,
Yeah.
one says pots and pans. But he gave me one of these little pouch. I guess it's like them you know, the soap pods things you get.
Yeah.
They're liquid in little pods.
Well,
He gave me one of them, but it's a cleaner thing that you put in there, where you put the soap pod, you put this thing in there and run it a complete cycle with no dishes in it.
Yeah.
Clean it all out real good before you start using it.
Yeah, that's what I would do too, because you don't know how long that thing's been sitting. You don't want bacteria and stuff, you know, could be on it.
He sent me a message thing and said he uses one, I can't remember the name of it, it's in the message he sent me, but he said it's supposed to help with hard water and this, that, and the other. And, you know, it's got like 3 different cleaner things in it that cleans, you know, the crud. And I looked inside of it. It don't look bad. The only thing that was of any concern is that bottom tube where it's been sitting, not used. The stuff is, you know, it's not caked or crud, you know, caked on there or anything. It's just like, you know, it's dried up because there's no water or nothing on it. So I think running one of them cleaner things through it, you know, that helps with the hard water. That'll also clean it. I don't know if that'll clean the jets out or not.
I don't know. Hopefully, because you want to clean it as thoroughly as you can before you start using it.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna put that pod thing in there and clean it until I've got the other pods. But the ones that you get for dishwasher, you put in that little door, close it up. he said there was like 20 of them in a package for like $7.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I don't know if that's good or bad because I could hand wash them, but it's just the shit's stacked up, and I could get off my lazy ass and go in there and just wash them by hand. But
Yeah.
I'm to the point where it's like, look, I got a dishwasher, I already paid, a certain amount for the water every month, whether I use a little bit or a lot.
Yep. Might as well utilize it,
If the dishwasher actually works,
Might as well use it.
It does, yeah. Because then I can put all my stuff in there.
Hit a button or two, and bam, bam, and it's done before you know it.
Yeah, and I won't have to worry about hand washing all that shit. Because every time I go, well, look what happened. I said, I don't know. I think I ended up getting out another plate when I fixed this little spaghetti.
Yeah.
Because most of my small plates are all used up. I keep at least one out that I put my breakfast burrito things or lunch things I put on.
Yeah.
I have a small plate to put them on. And I try to keep a big plate and a saucer plate, a bowl, a fork and a spoon and stuff so I can make a variety of different things on them 3 pieces of dishes.
Yep.
I haven't broke out my pots and pans. They're sitting over on the floor, still in the fucking box.
Yeah.
I should have them out and working. All righty, well, if you guys are going to be hanging out or doing whatever, I'll keep you on here forever. I'll tell you what I got.
Yeah.
And I got some decent knives over here in that knife block thing I got.
Yeah.
You could use to cut the peppers.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I just thought of that. It's like, well, crap. That's a good way to do it too. Is just cut them up while I'm there, and then if I get hungry, at some point, just grab them out and start munching. Bring 1 or 2 bottles of the dressing from home that I like, and then just use just a little bit of it, and maybe even bring one of my own like containers. Use one of the ones out of the trunk because we got a whole plastic dish set, bowls, cups, plates, silverware, mixed colors. It's really cool. In the trunk that we keep in the trunk of the car all the time. So that way I could grab those out and use those if I do that. And then I can just wash them up myself and then put them back in the trunk, So that's less that you got to worry about cleaning up or anything.
Yeah, but it ain't no big deal for something like that to throw it in. And once my dishwasher, I figure it's working and everything.
Yep.
You can either rinse them out and leave them here and use them, or just put them back in the trunk, like you said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't have enough to bring dressing up here, once you're up here, we'll just go to the Kroger and you can get you a bottle. Or I got enough, I'll get you a bottle, and we'll just leave it here. And then, you can use it whenever you're here.
Yep.
Just don't do like fucking Mom and fucking Jim and have just fucking, rent dressing in there. It's like 3 years outdated.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, that's still good. What are you doing? Don't throw that away. No, it's got to be bad.
Yeah.
Being a year or so outdated. I mean, a month or something is one thing, but
yeah,
a year,
no, it's you're risking it, So
I'm going to wrangle me up. I think some.
All right.
I'm gonna try to do some of my dishes, but I really need to get done, and I'm going to the laundromat tomorrow morning, so. After I get done there, I'll make a trip over to Kroger. I need to get some milk and a few things, and I'll try very hard to remember to try to get some of them dish pot things.
Yeah.
What I could do, just for shits and giggles, to find out if that thing works, is take that one pot thing that Jim gave me, the cleaner thing, and put it in there and run a cycle and see how it does.
Yeah.
And then I'll know whether it's, worth trying to use, or, it would suck to fucking go to use it, buy a thing of them pods and go to use it and find out the fucking dishwasher don't work.
Right.
Now I wouldn't put nothing past that bitch that sold me this fucking thing for the damn thing not to work.
Yeah.
All right,
I know.
well, I'm going to jump off here and
okay.
I'm going to try to call you in a day or two or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know what you guys are doing about the whole looking up the, see if you guys got any
Appointments.
dates available. Yeah, for appointments and stuff.
Well, like Chris said, this week's pretty much open. There's none that we know of. We haven't gotten any calls from any or text messages or anything. We can't get into the My Chart right now. So yeah, we're pretty open. It's just that, me, if we decide to wait and do it, say like on a weekend, then I'm most likely going to come up alone because, Maria has to work and it's too hard to get a hold of Christy.
I thought her back was messed up. Did she ever get that straightened out?
No, because we can't get into her My Chart any more than we can get into mine right now. So he hasn't been able to set up a doctor's appointment to get her back looked at. But she's still going to work and everything.
Right. Well, I don't want her picking up nothing heavier or anything.
Oh yeah, that I already told her that. I said if she goes with me and we do go during the weekday, she doesn't. I said if you're not feeling up to lifting anything, sis, you don't have to help me, and Carl will do it. That's fine. You can just sit in the car. It's okay. Because we don't want her hurting her back any worse. Of course, trying to lift stuff up.
I'm not trying to add insult to injury.
Yeah, exactly.
Her being hurt, maybe put her in a position where she can't go do her job.
Right.
That would not be good.
Exactly. So, all right, get you something to eat and just call me in a day or two.
I don't know what day. I was thinking Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday.
Yeah.
But one of them 3 days, and I can't remember which one, had a higher percentage of it being rainy.
Uh-huh.
Like a couple of days was like 20, maybe 30%. But there was one day that was like 40% or maybe a little higher of rain. And well, you've seen what happened that one time it rained up here.
Mm-hmm.
You guys didn't get real wet, but I did.
Yeah.
But then I didn't care. I just, I didn't want. I mean, I wouldn't even expect you guys to stand out in the rain while
Right.
Plus, I didn't want to fucking take my boxes and leave them sit out there and get soaked in the rain because they pick it up and they'll fall apart.
Yep.
All right, I'll call you in a day or two, and
Okay.
as soon as I find out, I'll watch the news, and maybe I'll send you a text message, and
Okay.
you can figure out what day. I'll try to tell you what day I think would be best, and you can say yay or nay or whatever.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Don't forget the cooler and stuff because
I won't. Believe me.
I got milk for the kitty cats.
Yep.
I don't have too many of them fruit cups because I get one on every meal.
Yeah.
But the only
That's
ones
okay.
I eat is the peaches and the mandarin oranges. All the rest of it, I pretty much give up. But I'll give you one of them strawberry things in a bag or something of lettuce and maybe a couple. I don't know.
Okay.
And,
Cool.
Maybe a few apples if you want some of them.
Yep.
Of course, your peppers you can cut up and leave here, but that way you won't have to take them home with you.
Come on, Kalika.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I'm glad the kitty cats are actually using that milk and it being 1%.
Yeah.
Is awesome.
Because it's like the safest among the safest to give them because it's got it's more exactly. It's more water than anything. So it's not as harmful or whatever. Don't give them gas.
But with it being only 1%,
Yeah.
it does have a little bit of milk in it, which, if they like milk, they're going to want to drink that.
Mm-hmm.
And if anything's going to gas them up or anything, I would think it'd be vitamin D or something like that. But 1% is basically water with a little bit of milk to color it.
Yeah.
But it'll still, if they like milk, it'll make them drink because they like milk.
Mm-hmm.
And it's being more water, you think they'll drink more of it.
Right.
So we'll get it all figured out. I'll send you a text or something.
Okay.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Love you.
All right. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
It's almost on there an hour. Oh yeah. Anyway. So that was your uncle, Carl, Rupert. When and if you see this live sometime, please send me a friend request or accept my friend request on Facebook. I don't know how often you get on there, but give me some kind of signal or sign if you would to let me know if you want to try and still have some kind of a friendship between us, I would certainly like that. But like I said, I've mostly been backing off because Corey doesn't like me, and I'm just being honest. Not trying to bring you down on your birthday, but she don't like me, and I just feel like she's gone out of her way a lot of times to keep us from being able to have you in our lives, and that's not right. She agreed to an open adoption when she adopted you, and now this. So let me know you got my Facebook message. Let me know that you got my number and my address. Feel free to write. I would write you, but I don't have an address. I don't know what your guys' address is because Corey never gave it to me. So, but we always gave her this one. We always gave her the number. What she did was her own choice, and there's really nothing we can do about it. So, but anyway, I guess I'm going to go ahead and end this live because I really don't know what else to say other than it hurt me terribly, ripped my heart out, and when the hospital took you from me 2 days after you were born, I was distraught. Children's Services came into my room, and I made the mistake of making a statement that I did not mean, that I would have never enacted. I spoke it out of fear because they have ruined my life. They were in my life when I was a kid. They took me away from my own mother. And then later, when I had my own kids, they took my kids away from me. So they made me stay in Rosemont against my will, and just a bunch of stuff that I have never liked. Children's Services. The only good that I will say about them is I'm grateful for every child that they have taken that really needs to be taken because they are in a bad situation, that it actually saves their lives if they get into a foster home, and hopefully a good one. But I also know that for every child that a foster family has, they get paid for. And for every child that Children's Services have, they get paid for. So that's money in their pockets. And that's all a lot of you kids become to them is just dollar signs. They don't care about you. Not really. They care about that money. So they're going to try their very best to keep you away from your actual family as long as they possibly can. I decided to reach out to you today because my hope is now that you're 18, if the laws are still accurate, if you chose and decided, and I'm not asking you to, I'm not suggesting it or anything. I'm saying this would totally have to be your choice. If you've decided you want to get out and find your own place, great. I would be very happy for you. If you want to come and live closer somewhere to us, that would be great, because then at least we could see you hopefully sometimes. But I mean, look at your sister Alicia. She's clear in Dayton. Your brother Michael, he's all the way in Marion. Your brother David, we don't know where he is. He might even be deceased. And that's not a thing that I would like to say on a birthday, but according to one possibility that Jim told me, who you would refer to as Grandpa, but he's just been with us since I was 17. So Alicia calls him Grandpa. Michael calls him Grandpa. To you guys, he is a grandpa, even though him and Grandma are not together. They live together, but they're not boyfriend and girlfriend. But because you're 18, the way Michael did things is when he turned 18, he was of legal age to leave Corey's and strike out on his own, get his own place. The way I understood it, that it happened was him and Kara got a place and they started having their kids. I don't know where Kaylin is. She's in, I think, at least middle school by now. But I don't really have a lot of hope that I'm going to see her ever again either. Because, again, I would want it to be her choice. But if you decide to get out on your own, great. We're here. We just want you to be happy, son. We want you to be happy, and we're acknowledging and recognizing that whatever choices you make, we will stand by them. And I do hope that you see this sometime, but in my opinion, Corey did not deserve you. She was not worthy of you. She got to raise you for 18 years, and I feel like she spent those years turning you against me or lying about my religious beliefs and making you think that they're evil and wrong, and they're not. Can they be used that way? Yes. But so can Christianity. Except if you do something that's unchristian-like. They don't have a name for it. They call it devil worship. And they love to put Wicca in that category, and Wicca is not, it's not devil worship. We believe in harmony. We believe in the balance of nature. We believe in the balance of all things. Man, animal, spirits, our ancestors, it's all tied together. We don't try to hurt people. We don't try to force people to join our religion because we think our religion is the best religion out there and all others pale in comparison. But I feel like Corey has always been prejudiced and discriminative against me because of my beliefs. And I think that that is wrong of her. And I am very hurt by that and offended because I have never talked against her beliefs and cut them down until now, because look what she did with them. In my opinion, she used them in a dark way. She used them for a bad purpose. And that was taking you away from us for just no reason. She just stopped one day, and that was that. No explanation. No, I'm sorry, but this is not working out, or for what, nothing. Just stopped all communication, period. And I was like, okay. So I just left it alone. I just left it alone and did my very best to move on. And there isn't a day that don't go by that I don't wish that you were home here with your real mother, because she may have raised you, but she's not your mother. I am. And you said that to me once during one of the visits, and I remember how angry she got and how upset. I'm the one that carried you for 9 months. I'm the one that gave birth to you. And 2 days after you were born, Children's Services took you out of my arms. And I had to go home without you. And I couldn't stop crying. And you had everything that a child could want, need, or anything. We had a crib for you. We had a baby bath, little baby tub thing. We had formula. We had clothes. We had toys. We had everything you could possibly need. And we showed them pictures of it and everything, and they just shunned it like it didn't matter. As far as what I said, I won't say it on here. Not today. It's your birthday. And I'm sorry for all of the negative that I have spoken. But at the same time, like I said, I believe in being real about things. And let me tell you, the only comfort it gave me when Corey got you was, at the time, was because Michael was able to be there with you, at least for a couple of years until he turned 18. And I'm grateful that he had that time with you, but we still don't know how much longer before he gets out of Marion Correctional. I have done countless magic spells, wish bottles, you name it, magically induced everything that I can think of to try and get him out of there. And magic can only do so much. It's not foolproof. You can't just wave your magic wand and make something happen. It's not the way real magic works. Sometimes a spell can happen quickly. Sometimes it can take a while. But if at some point in your life you do make a decision and you choose Wicca, look me up. Let me know. And I'm not saying that I expect you to let me be the one to teach it to you. To be honest, how I learned was it came natural for me. I'm a natural born witch, so I really don't need the books, but get books and read up on it. One that I will always recommend right now for you especially would be Teen Witch by Silver Ravenwolf, because it has spells that are easy enough for a teenager to be able to do, so they're not real complicated, and they're simple, straightforward, easy for you to come up with the ingredients that you might need to do like a certain type of a incense or oil or something like that. Look it up, see what you think. If you're just curious about it, you can always find the book, buy it, read it, decide you don't like it. You could always donate it to a library, or you could get it from a half price books and you're going to pay far less for it. But if for some reason you would like me to be your teacher, let me know that as well, because that would make me very happy. I have taught many young people, at least to a point, because, well, I moved away, they moved away. I've not seen any of those kids since I moved out of Marysville, sorry, because I moved out of Marysville in 2004. So that was a year before you were even born, Rupert. But your name, I will always call you Rupert. I will not call you the name she gave you unless you ask me to. And if you tell me that you prefer to be called that because that's what she's always called you, I will call you that. But I don't like it. And I have nothing against the name itself. I don't like the reasoning behind why she chose it. And I'm pretty sure I know why that reason is. Because when I told you that what I did in the backseat of her car that day, I won't go into detail here because this is a public live stream, so anybody can see this. So I don't want to get too personal, but if you want to know what I'm speaking of because you don't yourself remember it, text me, get me a message on Facebook, and I'll explain it to you. Okay? But I want it to be personal to where just not anybody can see it. And all I did was tell you the truth about something, about certain abilities and skills that I believe you have because it runs in my family, but you still have to make the choice if you want to go the way of Wicca or not. And if you don't, that's okay. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to be upset or offended or anything of that sort. Whatever religion you choose for yourself, go for it. If it feels right to you, do it. I will support it in every way that I can. But all I do ask is that you keep an open mind of the fact that we are Wiccan, that me and Chris are Wiccan, your sister Alicia. I'm not sure what she considers herself, but Michael, I believe, considers himself Wiccan. There is a self-initiation that you can do. It's you also might want to look up Wicca, the Solitary Practitioner Guide by Scott Cunningham. That is one that I have used and I've had very good results with. I just thought Teen Witch would be easier for you because you're a teenager still. It might be easier for you to get into. And then the Solitary Practitioner Guide, Wicca, the Solitary Practitioner Guide, might be something you could kind of breeze through too and see if there's any of it you understand, if it fulfills some curiosities or whatever. And like I said, if you don't like the books, you can always donate them to a library, or you can maybe get them from a library. And then if you've fulfilled your curiosity and you decide they're not for you, that's fine. Take them back to the library, and then you haven't paid a dime to get them. You know, I'm not asking you to spend money, nor do I expect you to spend money on a bunch of witch books and books about magic. If you can get books from the library, do. But I caution you this. Don't get books about black magic or dark magic or stuff like that, because, son, trust me, you're not ready for that. And black magic is never anything good. It's not worth the price you pay. I don't care how good the spell might be, or how strongly it might be, or how well it might work, how instantly it might give you what you want. But ask yourself this: what are going to be the consequences? And are you going to be able to live with them? Because I guarantee you they're not going to be something you're going to be okay with. What?
On that, the better route to go would be the Cunningham book first.
Before Teen Witch?
Hell yes. Needs a
Okay.
background to the religion.
Yeah.
Or trying to do magic.
Yeah, so, Wicca, Solitary Practitioner Guide, then Teen Witch.
And son, if you ever need any help, and especially if you want to come down here or whatever, we're here to help.
Yeah, let us know. We'll see if we can scrounge together some gas, give us an address so we can come and get you. We'll come and get you. And if you want to stay for a weekend, all the better. We've already got a place you can stay, and it's in the same building we're in. And it's just right downstairs, across the hall, but downstairs. And it's our friend Maria, Norma Bonner. Brooke has stayed there with her, which is your brother's fiance. She stayed there with her 2 different times when she's come to Columbus, come to the States. And Norma's a really nice lady, and she's got a bedroom that she don't even use. And it's got a lot of my magical tools on top of the dressers. So there's like an altar set up back there that's got a lot of my altar stuff on it. But it has a few of her things mixed in with it too, because it's her apartment.
And we hope you're not afraid of or allergic to cats.
I already told him we have 4.
Maria's got 4.
Yeah.
And you might even be able to stay with Grandma and Grandpa.
I don't know.
And they've
for
got
how long.
1.
I don't know about Grandma and Grandpa or how long. Like, if he come up for a weekend, yeah, it shouldn't be a big deal. But like, if he decided he wanted to get a place somewhere closer to us, I don't know how we'd work all that out. But if you see this,
Would probably, help Carl was over a couple of months. So
yeah, I know, but I
don't
just
think
don't
he
know
would-
what Pastor Toby might do.
I don't think Pastor Toby would complain about grandkid being there for a couple of weeks.
But, so see, we're already letting you know that, we'll do whatever we can do to get you into a place of your own if that's what you want. But again, we want it to be your choice, Rupert, your decision, honey. We're not trying to force anything. We're just making suggestions. We're letting you know you have options. Okay. I hope you join my channel. I hope you hit the like button and the bell icon. It'll tell you when I do other live streams. I'm sure you probably know all about YouTube. If you don't, I'd be surprised. Because, there are a lot of techies in the family. It seems to run in the family. Chris is very good with technological stuff. Your brother Michael's very good with it. Your sister Alicia's good with it. Even Brooke's good with it. So I'm the one that isn't exactly the expert. I know things here and there, but that's about as far as my range of knowledge goes. But that doesn't mean I couldn't learn more. That doesn't mean I couldn't get books on computers and just see how much of it I could understand just on my own. But so there's a couple of books to get you started. I'm not trying to give you a whole freaking, magical book list like you're going to Hogwarts. Just try a couple of them, read them through, make some notes if you want. Sorry, I had an itch. See what you think of it. And again, we're not going to be upset if you choose not to do it. If you decide it's not for you or you don't know what's for you yet, that's fine too. We love you no matter what. I'm sorry it took me this long to finally be able to reach out to you, but I have my reasons, which I will gladly share with you, but that is a private conversation that I definitely would not do a live stream about unless it was subs only and you and I were the only two on here. So happy birthday again. Hope you have a good one. Wish you were here. Sorry that I'm missing an iconic birthday for you. You might even be graduating from high school. I don't know. If you are and I missed the graduation, then that's heartbreaking too. But at least I'm trying. I just wanted to wait at least until you were 18 because I figure Corey can't say anything. She can't use it against me. Doesn't mean she won't try, but she can't use it against me because I waited until you were 18. And if it holds true that if you choose to leave, you can, and you choose to, good for you. You know where we're at. So we'll help you get your own place. And we would absolutely love it if we could get you something close to us, but it would still be your own. You know, you wouldn't have to live by anybody's rules but your own. You would be the only person living there, but you would have to have a substantial amount of money to do so. If you're in school, try to stay in school. If you're in a special school, special needs school, same thing. Try to stick with it, honey. You deserve that. You owe it to yourself, okay? We love you. Peace, blessed be. Sorry this wasn't a grand thing, but at least I tried to do something special on your birthday. So I hope you understand all that I said, and I hope to hear from you soon. Love you.